As you seen last week, old Blue, better known as Sprocket to us, blew up, and we're not going to have him ready for this weekend Southern Roots Racing Hexpla, so we're going with backup Blue, which we call him Spoke. And so his back shock was actually busted. He's blowing oil everywhere. So I figured it was just a matter of time before it was going to be shot. So I bought this bike about 1.5 years ago for 150 bucks. Got a good cylinder off of it. Got a few parts, and actually the shock that was on it, took it off and put him on here. And he feels like he's ready to go. So see y'all at the starting line. Let's go racing. You'll notice there on the start, I went hard left, and while I was on the starting line, I realized I had forgot my stool that I used for the starts, and Sash actually went and borrowed one from a guy, and I didn't get his name, don't know who he was, but I appreciate him letting us borrow it, and I hate that I smashed it. But what happened was, when I went to take off, and my foot actually went through it and smashed it, and I almost fell off the side of the bike, and so that was kind of a bad start. But whoever you were, appreciate you letting us borrow your stool that we smashed. Getting in the woods, and I'm not used to the four-wheeler rut, so that took a little bit of getting used to. Pretty much got to get over in the rut and stay in it for the most part, especially in the cornering. But sometimes when I pass people, sometimes I'll tell them thank you. Most of the time I just give them a wave after I get by. So when I don't say anything, it ain't because I'm being stuck up or anything. I usually just give them a wave. So we cruising along. This little stretch right here, that was probably one of my favorite spots. You could stretch it out and let it roll. And so catching up to Kickstart Kenny here. He's in front here on his KDX. I think he's running the 50C class. Not sure who it is on the Yamaha behind him, but kind of have a battle through here. He was trying to get past, and I was just kind of going to take advantage if I could get a spot. The woods were pretty tight for the most part. Wasn't a whole lot of hot lines that you could take for passing, so he was on just the main part of the trail. It was wasn't the easiest to pass. I was actually wondering, the four-wheelers that race, I don't see how they ever pass hardly. I don't race four-wheelers, so I reckon if you race four-wheelers, you'll figure out how to pass. I could hear somebody coming up behind me, and I could tell they were pretty fast, and I let him go, and was hoping maybe I could latch on and pass when he did, but I think he was one of the AA riders. There was a bad wreck at the beginning of the race on their class, and he must have been one of the ones that got caught up in that and got a late start. So he made it look easy getting past Kickstart Kenny. Thought I was going to get him right here, but that pine tree was coming pretty fast, so right here I seen the opportunity and shot through here, and I caught up with my buddy Brian. He's running the 40C class, I think. I can always recognize him with his bright colors on. I could hear somebody else behind me, so I knew they was faster than me, so I was give them space to get on by. I don't like to hold nobody up, and it was Keith O'Toole. He was in the 55 class as well, and he ended up winning, so congratulations to him. He checked on out, so it looked like he had a good race. Okay, we're coming in here, fixing to get the white flag for the last lap. I think we ended up doing, I think it was 6 laps is what we ended up doing. And here's Kickstart Kenny. Again, we got 2 old school bikes battling it out at the start finish. This guy here on the Honda, I had caught up with him just a little bit, and actually ended up pretty much the whole last lap. Stayed right there, kind of. I'd be up on him and he'd pull a little bit, and then I'd get back up on him. So had a good race with him on the last lap. It wasn't for position, but it's always good to have a little battle in the race. Didn't get his name. I talked to him after the race. So, this was a race, one of the first Hare Scrambles that I had done since coming back from an injury, and I think subconsciously you always kind of take it a little bit easier when you're coming back from an injury. Don't know anybody else that's had an injury. How do y'all feel? Do y'all come back like you hadn't missed nothing, or do you take it a little easy and try to be a little more careful so you can get up and go to work on Monday? But I just felt like I was being a little bit safer than normal, and probably was doing a little bit of looking at the front fender, as they say. a lot of my footage was blurred out by the sun. You can see the blur got really bad. Don't think I've ever really had that problem before, but so I don't know what really caused it. But anyway, I'm running a GoPro. I think it's a Hero 2. So one of these days I may actually upgrade and get me something a little bit newer. Getting close to finishing up lap 6, and I reckon my backup shock that I got off my parts bike held up pretty good. It seemed to do as good as the one that had been on here, and it wasn't blowing out oil at the end of the race, so I reckon it was a successful shock exchange. I really appreciate everybody that takes the time and watches these videos that I do, makes comments. I know there's a lot of things that you could be doing in your life, so I appreciate it. Anybody that sits down and takes the time to watch an old man on a whole dirt bike go through the woods and have wrecks. So thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all soon.